Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel and to episode 24 of Rising with Rice, this college football promotion and relegation universe. Now, we're on this screen because I started recording and realised I wasn't actually recording. So, we're into this first game. We're against Southern Miss, who are 7-1 on the season, ranked number 6 team in the country. Luckily, I realised only 2 plays in that I wasn't recording, because I'm a moron. So, we haven't missed much. Southern Miss started with the ball, and we have had 2 successful plays against them, meaning they are looking at a 3rd and 14, ready to go free and out. Hopefully, we can get that going against them. QB throws the ball. He was a bit under pressure. They only gain a couple, but they go free and out. We are getting the ball. Let's get some points against this good team. Max Holley, in these 8 games, he has been underwhelming so far. We really need him to step up. So yeah, we are 5th in the American. We're not out of the race. So after this isn't a conference game. Southern Miss, I don't know what conference they're in, but they're not in the American. We have 3 games the rest of this episode to try and win out, because that's probably the only way that we're going to get into the American Conference game and with a chance of getting promoted. So whilst the win here isn't super important, obviously it would be nice to win at home, especially against the number 6 team in the country. However, we, much like Southern Miss, go free and out on our opening drive. A solid punt from our 28 down to their 21. Are we going to be able to force yet another free and out? As that's going to help. An 8-yard sack on the first play of this new drive for Southern Miss puts them massively behind the chains. A second free and out is now looking much more possible. They go for the run game, and he can't really do too much, only gaining 3 for Angel Dunham there, leaving Southern Miss with a 3rd and 15. Let's play some smart football and get our defence off the field. The quarterback was under pressure, launches the ball up, and fortunately for us, they don't come down with it. Free and out again. Let's not make this 4 free and outs in a row. Hand off to Khaled, who gets forward for 6 yards on his first rush. His season has been alright. It's been maybe a bit underwhelming as well. So we're in our 8th, well, we're playing in our 9th game, and he's only about just under 600 yards rushing, which isn't what I was expecting. I was expecting a season for him where we'd be getting near the 1,000 yards. Khaled was the receiver there, unable to come down with the ball. We're up to our 49-yard line. Holley gets swarmed and gets taken down. For Southern Miss's 2nd sack of the game, he loses 7, leaving us with a 3rd and 17 and probably punting the ball to Southern Miss. I can't see us getting the 17 yards here, especially as he's about to get pressured. Yeah, another punt. So Southern Miss come here with a 7-1 record. Clearly they're having a good season. They're already more than likely to be playing in a bowl game this year. It would be good to inflict their 2nd loss of the season, as they get an opening 4-yard salvo for the first play of this new drive. They're looking to not have 3 free and outs in a row. That's not what their fans came here for. They haven't got it. They need 2 yards on 3rd down to ensure they don't punt straight away again. Are we going to be getting the 5th punt of the game? And it's only the 1st quarter still. They go for the pass, and that's not enough. They are going to be punting. What an abysmal start for attacking football for the start of this game. Are we going to be the ones to start some magic in this game? Holley keeps the ball and runs for 3 yards. Maybe if we get a dual threat, that will work a little bit better, because I think we are running the pro style playbook, which means obviously it's going to be more varied. So we are going to see a couple of runs sprinkled in for Holley like that, which we've seen multiple times over this last couple of seasons. But we are looking at a 3rd and 9 to avoid going free and out, and luckily we do not. We get the ball into Southern Miss's half. Now on our way to hopefully scoring the first points of the game. Just over 3.5 minutes remaining before we stop watching. And that's a good pass and catch by Glenn Abreu, the 57 rated freshman tight end. No one could have predicted how well he's performed, but he has put in a solid shift to begin his career. Screenplay which gets blown up big time. We lose 6. We're now on a 3rd and 12. The offensive line didn't hold up too much. Well, they can't in a screenplay, you know what I mean. That, however, is a very good pass by Holly. We get the first down, and we get it by a good majority as well. Khaled with the handoff. Only gains 2. But we are very much in field goal range, so hopefully with no silly plays, we will be putting points on the board here. Question is, are we going to be able to see it, as that was a dangerous pass by Holly. Luckily it falls safe and not intercepted, but we're now looking at 3rd and 8 on 7m's 24-yard line. Here's going to be a pass. It is completed, but not enough. We're going to be taking the 3. With 24 seconds left in this first quarter, this might be the final play that we see unless it goes incomplete, which it does. Their quarterback throws to the body of their running back there, so the ball falls harmlessly to the ground. 2nd and 10. It's going to be a screenplay, and it's like he does have plenty of room. Oh, what a spin move. And he gains a massive 27 yards on that screen. And I doubt we're going to see another play. 5 seconds left. They are running the hurry ups. You never know, we might get to see another one. We do not. Our fate now rests in the Super Sim. Come on, let's get our 6th win of the season. Southern Miss match us to go 3-3. We score another field goal to take the lead 6-3. And it's another field goal for Southern Miss. So the score remains 6-6. No one can find a breakthrough here. We're into the final quarter. Southern Miss get another field goal. We take a touchdown to the lead. They get one back. And they pull ahead. That seemed to be a very sloppy game. Southern Miss with 17 points in the 4th quarter to take the game away from us. They moved to 8-1. We moved to 5-4. Not good. Holly 223 passing yards with 1 touchdown. Khaled 63 yards off 20 carries. The lone touchdown went to Mitch Easy, one of our senior running backs who doesn't see the field too much. Other than that, Bienemy went for 80 yards, Story 44 and Abreu 47. Defensive wise, most tackles was Devin Lyles with 9. Multiple 1 TFLs for quite a few people, and only 1 sack on the day for Jimmy Marrero with no interceptions. San Diego State are next for us. We are 13 points higher at home. Let's not embarrass ourselves here because we are falling behind. We need to make sure we win these last 3 American games. So let's see how this first quarter goes. Are we going to be able to put much points on the board? San Diego State go 3-0 up, but we come back with 2 touchdowns in the first quarter. So that means when we get into the second quarter, we are leading by 11. We have the ball in their half as well on a 1st and 10. Can we extend this lead by another 7 points? And that is not going to help. I thought he held on to that, but a crunching hit as he grabs the ball means that ball is dislodged and falls to the ground, incomplete. So we move on to a 2nd and 10. The ball is out just as Holly gets hit to ensure that he doesn't get sacked, but we're now on a 3rd and 7 on San Diego State's 44. Probably too far for a field goal. We need to get a little bit closer, but Holly is screamed at for a sack, ensuring we are well out of field goal range and punting the ball. Again, not a great punt. He seems to, when he's in that sort of range, we're punting from where we were. Only out at San Diego State's 28-yard line. You feel like he could have pinned them in a little bit more. So he needs to improve on that because that area of his game is pretty weak. San Diego State get 1 yard on that passing play for 2nd and 9. And that is straight to us. He faced a little bit of pressure. Is it going to be a pick 6? Down at the 8 he gets tackled. That is a shame he couldn't get the touchdown, but obviously now we start in near perfect field position. We need to take advantage here and get the 7 points. Quick throw by Holly out wide, but it is in front of the receiver. He never really had a chance of getting that. Maybe hand the ball off to Khaled, see what he can do with his elusiveness, but it is going to be another pass, and it is a touchdown. Good stuff, boys. This is what you want to see when you are 13 overall points better than a team. We're in the second quarter and we are winning by 18. We need to continue this and make sure San Diego State can't come back. We need to be stifling on the defense. Quarterback went for a run on first down, only gained 1 yard. And they followed up with another run by the running back, only gaining 3 after that. So 3rd and 6, empty backfield. This quarterback is a dual threat, so we can't leave too many gaps open. He does for it, and it's another interception. He reached far into the air there to grab it and pull it down as we start again with awesome field position on San Diego's 33. We are more than likely extending this league further, hopefully by 7 and not by 3. But Holly has 2 passing touchdowns on the day for 91 yards. We want to get that up, the passing yards up to around the 250, and I'll be happy. And that's going to help. A bullet by Holly puts us down to 1st and goal on the 9. Looks like the passing game is working so far, as that's going to be Holly's 3rd touchdown pass of the day, and we are massively in front of San Diego here. A lead of 25 in this second quarter. It probably is game over already. Can't see Sandy. How has he not been taken down? Oh, he's got the speed to get out of that. We were all over Avery Griffin then, but we couldn't get the tackle to bring him down. That is a shame. That could have been a nice big sack and a good chunk of yards lost for San Diego. But we will have to get him again another time as Scroggins nearly takes him down. But the ball is out for a gain of 3. San Diego keep the ball moving up to their 33. But it's like they are going to be having trouble through the air. We do have one of the best secondaries in the entire country. All of our corners and starting safeties are in the 90s. And that's evident by the couple of picks that we have seen. If we can get a few more, I will be a very happy man. But we do have a few picks on the season. Testament to our good secondary. But San Diego State do get a first down. They're on their 32 now. The quarterback takes a hit. It wasn't a massively hard hit. But again, that ball is out. He does have a bit of a quick release. So they are on to 2nd and inches in our territory now. It's going to be a run. QB keeps the ball, but we take him down for a loss of 3 there. If we can push them back and keep them from getting this first down, that will be nice. It's going to be a pass, and we do blitz and take him down for our 2nd sack of the day. Matt Stuber coming up big. They're going to be punting. Obviously, a win here will put us to 6 and 4 and make us bowl eligible with 2 more games after this. So we want to get to 8 wins, which will definitely give us a bowl game and put us in a chance of getting to the conference championship. So not only this win is important for the bowl, but important for the American Conference, as that was that a poor catch and a poor pass? Probably a mix of both there. We'll blame both of them, but we are now on a 3rd and 10. Are we going to be punting here? Ball does go out wide. Defender is all over it though. We gain 8, but we are punting. 3 minutes 10 seconds left in this first half. It's going to be a run, but it doesn't gain anything. Our defensive line coming up big. Look at Stuber there. He wants to get to the QB. It's going to be a screen, and that left guard or right guard gets a big pancake on one of our defenders. But they only gain 6. That's not enough. Leaving them with a 3rd and 4. That's going to be enough though. That is a good pass to a wide open man. 2 minutes remain for this San Diego team. Are they going to be able to put more points on the board, or are they going to go into the half with only 3? We'd like to see that number remain a 3. We don't want to give them any hope. I mean, they do trail by 25, so the chances of a comeback are slim, but with a full half ahead, anything can happen. Holly could turn into a bum again and start throwing picks before we know it. Oh, how did the QB not get hit there? 74, made his way past the O-lineman and just sort of missed in his attempt to get to the QB. Direct snap to the running back, and he gains forward for about 12. San Diego State are on the move. 53 seconds remain. San Diego have 2 timeouts. They're on our 16. Hand off to the running back, but we're over him this time. Doesn't gain anything, but it's not a TFL. San Diego with 1 timeout remaining after this. QB is going to throw, and that is a good tackle there to ensure the pass isn't complete. Because if it was, that was, looking like it was going to be a touchdown. 3rd and 10 for San Diego. And we do get to the QB. His right tackle failed him there. We get in for the sack, and we use our final timeout with 43 seconds left. San Diego take the 3. 35 seconds left with 2 timeouts. That is plenty of time for us to score. We might have to have a couple of deep shots as we send Khaled out wide. And that's because he is the guy catching the ball there. And we use our second timeout. Only for a gain of 4. It wasn't too good. Holly with the screen. Can he follow the block of Khaled? Yes, he can. And he does get 4. Breaks free of 1 tackle. Unable to get to the sideline. But that was a decent little screen pass that we called there. We have no timeouts remaining onto our 44. We're going to have to look to the sideline when passing. And that's not what we do. We pass straight to Ramey in the middle of the field. And that's going to be the final play that we watch of this game. Oh no, we get the ball off. And well, it's not really Hail Mary, but a nice completion, I suppose. Now the question is, are we going to blow this lead? 22 points, you'd like to think not. But we will see. Can we add on to this 28 to make it a little bit more comfortable for us? As San Diego score 6. This lead is 16. We're down to the final quarter. We score a couple of quick touchdowns, and that is going to be it. A very dominant victory for us, and that's what you love to see. 49-12. Max Holly, 242 yards and 4 touchdowns with 0 interceptions. That's what you love to see. Khaled, 98 yards and 3 touchdowns. That is a very good game for the senior. If we could have more of that, we'll be very happy. 80-1 for Mike Story, 30-1 for Abreu, and Doug Carew, 2 receptions, 10 yards, 2 touchdowns. Defensive-wise, Isaac Sahara with 13 tackles, 3 TFLs for Stuber, 2 for Hogue, 2 for Marrero, and then they were the only ones with sacks as well. 2 sacks for Hogue, 2 sacks for Stuber, 1 for Marrero. 3 interceptions on the day for Sahara, 1 for Pounds, 1 for Travis, and 1 for Lyles. I mean, that could be National Defensive Player of the Week. 3 interceptions and 13 tackles. What a day for Isaac Sahara. And them 3 sacks helped Isaac Sahara set the Rice single season interceptions record. What a boy. So we have 2 games remaining. The second to last is away to Kansas Jayhawks. We have a 12 overall difference to them. I've looked at the conference standings. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You're going to have to wait. I know how we're doing after that win against San Diego. But let's get into this game against this silly bird and beat the Jayhawks. How are we going to look in this first quarter? Who's going to score the first points? We are with a touchdown, and we back that up with a field goal to take a 10-point lead into the second quarter. Are we going to be able to build on that? Can the Kansas score any points? We score a field goal to go 13 clear, and we get another touchdown to put us 20 points to nothing at the end of the first half, as we now come into the third quarter, where we look to continue to dominate. We are going to be kicking the ball to them, so we're going to see us on defense first and see what pressure we can put to this Kansas offense, who are already under pressure, trailing by 20 at home. Their fans aren't going to be happy. but we are going to continue to dominate, hopefully. Where's my boy Scroggins? I want to see him get a couple of sacks. As Tyler Milano, not having a good day. 4 rushes, 11 yards. Maybe that's the backup running back, because that's probably not too good a numbers to have as RB1, as we are all over the second run, pushing them back for 2. Are Kansas going to open this second half with a 3 and out? They need 8 to try and avoid that happening. They go for their third run, and we are able to stop it. They get forward for 5, but that's not enough. They're going to punt. We are well on our way to going 7 and 4, just how we like it. I mean, obviously, I'd prefer to be have a much better record than 7 and 4, but that will still do nicely for us. Definitely put us into getting into a bowl game and continue our streak of going positive. As a fumble, luckily, one of our linemen jumps on the ball in an athletic dive, pushing us back to 3rd and 19. More than likely, back-to-back 3 and outs to open this second half. Unless Holly can do something good here. He cannot. Gets it forward for 5, but we're punting. Kansas, your fans are praying for more. Can you get any points in this third quarter? There's a decent little run to open up this drive. Puts them at their own 46. Are they going to go for the 4th run in a row? Yes, they are. Well, I should say 5th run in a row to open this half. As that guy also not doing too good. 1.7 yards to carry. Their running game's not too effective, so they go to the passing game. They are able to get what they need for a first down with a gain of about 3 or 4 yards there. But now they're into our territory. It'd be lovely to try keep them not scoring for this whole game. That'll be a tough ask, but you know, we're over halfway there and we're stopping them. But they're now on a 2nd and 10. That first pass is incomplete. Is going to be another pass. We are about to take him down from behind, but he gets the ball out. Is that picked? Oh, that could have been an interception. But instead, it's 3rd and 10. Are we going to be blitzing? There is some pressure. QB does lob the ball downfield into coverage, and that is picked off. Now, how good is this return going to be? Oh, what a stiff arm by the corner there. You're not expecting them to pull off many stiff arm moves, but that is what we do. Now, can we capitalise on the turnover and score some points off of the interception? Oof, that is not going to help. Them 2 defenders weren't fooled, and they combined for a sack of 5 on that first play. We've only seen... oh, God. The opening plays we have seen for us on offence have not been good, as it is fumbled and recovered by Kansas already in the red zone. Prime opportunity for this Jayhawks team to get their first points of the game, unless our defence could come up big. Starts off with a run with a gain of 7, stretching to the outside. Are they going to be running? No, it is going to be a pass. QB does step up in the pocket, and that is through the hands of our corner there. That should have been another pick, but it's not. Direct snap to the running back. He tries a spin move, unable to gain any yards. Well, he gains 1, but they're going to be taking the 3. But that should have been a pick. Hit our corner in the hands and falls down. He should have done better than that. That should have been an easy interception. The lead is cut down to 17. Hopefully we can get some more points on the board. That is good blocking by the linemen. They did make a nice running lane, but we chose to pass the ball instead, only for a gain of 1, although Holly was pressured at the end. It's going to be another pass, and that is picked. So this has been an awful watch for us so far on offense. Again, Kansas giving prime location to start with the ball on our 13. They're going to try to go for 7, but that is going to be helped. That's going to be greatly helpful for us. About 5 players converge on the Kansas quarterback, forcing a fumble in the sack, and we recover the ball. Defense coming up big yet again where the offense has failed. So we get another chance now. And Holly with a nice rocket over the middle for a gain of 14. After that previous fumble, I was expecting Kansas to put 7 on the board and cut the lead down to 10. Luckily for us, that wasn't the case. We get the ball back pretty quickly and we are moving away from our end zone. It's going to be a pass by Holly out wide to Khaled. Can he get a good block? Ish from 82. It's still a nice positive gain, and we move the ball into Kansas half now on the 49. Was a fake there to Khaled, but the ball went into Marcus Bieniemy's hand. Oh, that's a good couple of blocks from the offensive lineman. Khaled gets to the outside. Is he gone? Doesn't have the top end speed to really get away, but he's having a good day on the ground, averaging 10 yards a carry. Obviously, that previous run will help his average a bit. He did get a good chunk of yards, but 9 carries, 90 yards. You'll have to see it. Khaled gets the ball back again, but loses 2, pushing us back from their 6 to their 8. Come on, let's get it in for 6. Bit of a screen to Khaled. Gets a couple of blocks and gains 5 yards on that screen pass. 3rd and goal at the 3. If we don't get it here, I'd love to see him go for it on 4th. It is handed off. I mean, we lose 4 on that run. Now it's a bit more sensible to go for the field goal. The lead is back up to 20 with 40 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. They go for a run and yet we sniff it out. They lose 3 on that for 2nd and 13. It's going to be a pass this time, and that is not very good. They only gain 5, but that's the end of what we're watching. Are we going to blow a 20-point lead in the 4th? You'd like to think not, but we do get a touchdown to seal the game, essentially. What a statement win that is away in the conference. A 33 win away to Kansas. Holly finishes on 258 yards, 3 touchdowns and an interception. Rushing wise, what a day for Tremaine Khaled. 154 yards on the ground on 16 carries. A shame he didn't get any touchdowns, but yes, that's what we want to see from him. Maybe a little bit too little too late though. Receiving, Marcus Bieniemy 100 yards, 0 touchdowns. Story 51 and 1. Carew 64 and 1. And Ramey with 1 touchdown on 8 yards. Most tackles on the day, Jax Pounds and Isaac Sahara. TFL's 3 for Scroggins, 3 for Sabri, and a bunch of people on 1. We only have 1 sack on the day, and that was combined Hogue and Stuber on that forced fumble on their quarterback. And 2 interceptions, Trey Ismail and Isaac Sahara. So we are at our final game of the regular season, at home to Oregon State with a 10 overall point difference. As they have been all episode, this is a must-win game. We are far better than Oregon, and we need to show that by beating them. Unfortunately, we don't score anything in the 1st quarter. I believe in the 2nd quarter, though, we can put some points on the board. And it's not looking likely as Oregon State take the lead going into the half, 7-0 up. 3rd quarter, what can we do? We do come back to make it 7-all. And we get another touchdown to go 14-7 up. It all comes down to this final quarter. It looks like we are in trouble here. 3rd and 9 on our 26 in the pouring rain. Can Holly get some magic? Yes, we can. We get the 1st and plenty more. Has he got the speed? Oh, he breaks the 1st tackle. Oh, I thought he was maybe gone. But that is good. Doug Carew, I went to say David, Doug Carew there with the speed, getting us out of trouble, but I thought maybe that was going to be a touchdown. However, we move into Oregon State's half. Oh, that's a fantastic... Oh, he dropped it. I suppose not many people are holding onto a ball when they get hit like that, but that was a good pass. And that's a couple of good blocks for Khaled. and gets forward, putting us for a 3rd and inches. But yes, that was a massive hit on the receiver. No wonder he didn't hold on to it. This looks like it's going to be a QB sneak on 3rd and inches. It is, and we get it easily. Well done, Holly. Drive stays alive. 7 points is the target. Holly was under pressure and did take a hit, but the ball is out for a gain of 5 out wide. 2nd and 5. With this horrendous weather, we are going to be not wanting to rely on field goals too much. Holly does keep the ball out to the outside and is scrambles forward, ensuring we get the 1st down. We are driving well under Holly's leadership. Another reason why we need to win this game is currently we aren't in Holly's deal breaker, which is championship contender. So if we were to lose this game, we don't have Holly next year, and our quarterback situation is looking pretty bad. But Khaled on to 75 yards for the day. Obviously with the conditions like this, you want to try and lean on the run game a little bit more. But we are at the 10-yard line, but we are going to go back, losing 7 on the sack. We are in the middle of the field though, so if we take a field goal here, it will definitely help being set in the middle. We send Khaled out wide. It's going to be intercepted. That is dreadful. Come on, Holly. But I suppose one good thing about that is they're starting on their 3-yard line. So if we can get some pressure here, we could record a safety potentially. But they do lose 1 yard on that rush. This is what we need, just force pressure with them. Their backs against the wall. We can't let up. It's going to be another run. He gets forward a little bit though. They gain 3 on that run. 3rd and 8 on their 5-yard line. Can we get to the QB and force a safety? He's running. He is running. Can we get to him? Someone take him down. He's got the speed. Oh, he breaks the first tackle. Do not convert. Oh, that's fucking ridiculous. What have I just watched? Oh, come on, guys. Oh, that is ridiculous. Not only did he get away from taking a safety, he gets a massive chunk of yards, about 30 on that pass for the completion. I cannot believe what I've just seen. They don't gain anything on that 1st down run. And it's going to be the same-ish. On the 2nd, they gain 2, leaving them with a 3rd and 8. That's one of the most crazy plays I've ever seen. And we take him down though for a gain of nothing on that pass. Oregon State are punting to us. Right, Holly, you need to make up for that interception you had on the previous drive. And that's not going to help. We get a completion, but it gains no yards. Just over 5 minutes remaining. It's going to be a pass to Khaled. He gets one good block. Unfortunately, doesn't get a block in front of him, but is able to get the 1st down. Screens haven't been massively effective for us, which is a bit of a shame, as we lose 4 on that pass. And unfortunately, he gets tackled out of bounds, which means the clock stops. That is not good for us. We want to be burning as much time as possible. We do go for screen again. There's a couple of good blocks this time, including one very nice pancake. We gain a 9 on the screen, leaving us with a 3rd and 5. A completion here would be awesome if we can convert. No, he gets sacked and fumbled and loses. No, he doesn't lose the ball. I don't see how we recovered. Their 2 players were on it. I'm not complaining, obviously. But yes, that is not good. Let's have a look at this, because... So he gets sacked, fumbled. Oh, we're not going to see it properly. I couldn't see our player grabbing the ball. But we luckily recover and are able to punt. 3 minutes 12 remain in the game for Oregon. They have to score a touchdown. You'd imagine it's 4th down territory no matter where they are. As that run goes nowhere, they lose 2. We are stopping the run effectively so far in this 4th quarter. I can't see them relying on it too much more with 3 minutes remaining. Pass over the middle, but that is broken up. 3rd and 12. Maybe actually there's enough time. If they can't convert here, they'll punt, because there's still enough time in the game for this to happen. But let's see what they do. They gain 7 on it's 4th and 5, and they are punting. That's probably the smart thing to do. Now our job is easy. Keep the ball on the ground. Holly. So, I didn't mean like that. I mean hand the ball off to the running back who's probably not going to fumble, because that's free. So I'm just not going to talk anymore, because I just seem to be some kind of bad luck merchant. 3rd and 20. Oregon have 1 timeout remaining, 1:57 left, and that is picked off. That should be the game right there. Thank God for that. Jax Pounds with a massive interception. Very poor pass by their QB. Now we just need to run the ball and make sure the ball security is very, very high. Khaled gets the ball, and they do use a timeout. So we need 4 yards to seal the game. Holly is going to keep the ball. He gets a couple of good blocks in front of him, but unable to really do much, only gaining 1 yard. The time is ticking, 1 minute 10 left. Oregon have no timeouts. We're outside of field goal range. Khaled gets the ball, gets the first down, and that will be game over. Holly on the day, 236 yards, 0 touchdown, 1 interception. Khaled 84 and a touchdown, and Mitch Easy 4 attempts, 4 carries, -1 yard and a touchdown. But yeah, Khaled and Holly coughing the ball up twice when we were watching them, just to make my heart go a little bit. Receiving, Doug Carew 99 yards, Khaled 29, Abreu 41, Story 31. Defensive wise, Jax Pounds with 11 tackles on the day. 2 TFLs for him, 1 for Sahara, 1 for Beirut. 0 sacks and 1 int for Jax Pounds, which we saw. We got what we wanted. We won out the remaining. We got what we wanted. We won out to our remaining fixtures. It is now down to other teams to see whether we make it to the conference championships. So you join us at the Conference Championships week, and unfortunately you can see we do not play in it. We end up 8-4 and the 24th ranked team in the country, but it wasn't enough to be in the Conference Championship game. That is going to be contested by East Carolina and Purdue. We tie with Purdue on the record, 7-2 in the conference, 8-4 overall. But that loss, I think it was the first game we played in the American, has come back to haunt us. Had we beat Purdue, we would be 8-1 in the conference and playing East Carolina. But that's a shame. We will come back stronger next year. So next episode, we will go through the off season. We've had 4 games here, so I think that's enough. I believe we'll probably be enough to be in a bowl game as well, so that's what we'll cover next episode. So with that, goodbye.